did 18 and a half costume changes. It was a lot. Dee was very freaked out about wearing a lot of these outfits. I know you guys are surprised, but I said, you know, Dee, you wore this stuff already. What's the big deal? And he says, I don't wear them anymore.
We kind of did like a David Bowie thing and Alice Cooper thing, but it's not so much him mimicking it, as it's like the character making it his own, which I really liked, because I thought, well, of course Lance Rockett would do this. Why wouldn't Lance Rockett do this?
I went through Dee's old costumes and literally pulled out boxes and boxes from the 70s and the 80s. We actually wore them on the music video, and those are real vintage costumes from the 70s and the 80s. And actually a bunch of things that Dee actually wore on this show is his actual costumes that he wore in the 80s.
We shot all of his stuff in such a short period of time that he had so many dramatic changes throughout the day that was probably a challenge. But I wouldn't call it a challenge, more as like just fun for me. I think at one point I even thanked Adam. I was like, this is the best day ever. And he had like 4 makeup changes and they were so dramatic. And I was like, this was so much fun.
I think I wear the see-through fishnets better than he does.
Dee's got a very expansive family, and one of his sons, Dee Snider, who's worked with us for years, ever since the Frozen.
The music video is supposed to be really bad. It's supposed to be an 80s cliche music video, and I like to think of it that it was done, that Lance Rockett directed himself, and he hired a really talented DP to shoot it, so it would like look really 80s and look pretty good, but it'd be just super cheesy and and pretty make no sense, continuity errors, and just pretty shitty. I've been shooting stuff with my dad as an actor since I was like 15, 14 years old. So it was just me, grabbing my dad when I'm 15 into camera and dressing him up like a cowboy and shooting a Western movie I was trying to make when I was 15.
Lance finds out that he has an illegitimate son from back in the day who's finally come and found him, and they immediately bond.
And I'm also playing the supporting role of Dee Snider, who, I guess I'm the son of Lance Rockett, which in real life I'm the son of, Dee Snider, the guy who plays him.
The outfits that my kids wore was actually my outfits. So, I pulled out my things and then I had to match them to Dee's things. So it's been a big job.
Now, if you ever ask Dee where his inspiration came from for Lance Rockett, he always says, it's my son doing an impression of me. So now it's his son doing an impression of him doing an impression of Dee. Like it's gotten this very weird thread, and once you see it, it's a sight to behold.
Me and my dad have an amazing mutual respect for one another, so working with him is a piece of cake. I love working with my dad. I'll probably work with him till he's in diapers and I'm changing him in between takes.
Good evening!
Too late. Show's over, dude.
Seriously?